Hi, I'm a cashier at a grocery store. You may now take the time to lament my sorrowful fate. Having worked there a decent length of time, I've come to realize that people annoy me. Who would have realized? So I've decided to make a list of the top 10 things that people do wrong in the grocery store. And if you're watching this, then you should probably pay attention, because if you've ever been in a grocery store, I can guarantee that you've done something wrong. Number 1, using your cell phone while paying for your groceries. Listen, got about 10 million questions that I have to ask you about how you want your groceries bagged. So please don't get mad at me when I do it the way I think it should be done, because you're on your cell phone. I'm sorry you felt it was more important for you to find out why Angie slept with Ben instead of making sure I didn't put a watermelon on top of your eggs. Side note, I've never actually done that. I'm a pretty decent bagger, actually. And speaking of bags, number 2, if you bring your own reusable bags, please put them at the front of the belt. See, what's going to happen is if you don't put them at the front of the belt, you're not going to be paying attention, and we're going to start bagging everything into the paper bags. And by the time you realize what catastrophic thing you've done, it's already packed, and I am not repacking it. Number 3, I am not your slave. I get paid to do my job, and technically, my job isn't necessary. It's all a matter of convenience for you. You could very well be paying for your groceries at a machine and having to do it all yourself. But I'm there so that I can bag everything for you and answer all your stupid little questions. So instead of jumping down my throat and demanding I do things for you, I at least require that you say hello and how are you before you make me your bitch. I have standards. Number 4, asking out the employees. This one isn't so much annoying as it is just kind of sad. No, it's really sad because it's our job to be nice to you. It doesn't mean we actually like you. And either way, it would be really unprofessional for me to take up any proposition that's made to me at work, be it from someone I find attractive or unattractive. It's just not the right thing to do in the workplace. I mean, I don't care if freaking David Tennant walked into my store and told me in his absolutely gorgeous Scottish accent that he was leaving his wife for me and wanted to make amazing Scottish babies with me. I would not take him up on that. Unless, he met me afterward. But that's only for David Tennant. Please do not stalk the employees. Number 5, please don't beat up the pin pad. I understand that it's really slow and it's not very responsive. But when you brutalize it, you're hurting its feelings. Oh, why isn't this working? Now I'll never be able to wear white on my wedding day. Number 6, don't put your money on the belt. Because it doesn't matter what kind of belt it is. If it's got a motion sensor or if the cashier is able to control it, the money will get sucked into the belt. I don't know what dollar bills' problems are, all trying to commit suicide. I've lost the will to live. But you will never see it again. Number 7, the express lanes. We have our reasons as to why it's supposed to be 10 items or fewer, and it is not your place to ask why or to come up with excuses as to why you think you should come into the queue if you have more than 10 items. My favorite excuse so far has been, but there isn't anyone in the queue. Sometimes at Disney World, there aren't any people in the queues for the ride, but if you're too short for the ride, they're still not going to let you on. Number 8, end capping. Bet you don't know what that is. I didn't know what it was when I first started working where I work. What end capping is when cashiers have absolutely nothing left to do to keep busy, they go to the end of their register so that they can look for customers to ring up. This does not mean we're taking a break. Who takes a break standing up at the end of a register? But if you come up to us and say, sorry to make you start working. We were working. Stop being rude. Number 9, trying everything. It is physically impossible for us to have tried every single item in the store. Some people have allergies. Some people just don't like to eat those foods. So please don't get mad at us when you ask us what something tastes like and we don't know. Because I think you'd prefer it if we told you that we don't know instead of saying, yeah, it tastes awesome, when it really tastes like an elephant's anus. Number 10, the comedy routine. You know someone? I really think that there's a magical land with unicorns and dragons and where every single person in the land is funny. But here's the thing, that magical land, it's not planet Earth. And I know this isn't an exact statistic, but I'm pretty certain that about 80% of the world's population is not funny. So the next time you walk into the store and start cracking jokes with all the employees, I'd like you to remember that there's an 80% chance that you're not as hilarious as you think you are. Because if I have to hear this one more time... Hello, sir. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready?
So that's it. Catch you next time.